In this technique 7 of edge weapon versus edge weapon, what we're looking at is we're looking at this common attack, which is a stab forward, stab straight in with this blade. Now with a machete, depending on how sharp that point is, some of the third world countries, they don't have super duper pointy machetes as much as they have a good blade on it. It's not the same as the point. Some might even have a flat top on it, where it looks almost like a cross between an axe and a machete. So think about that as well. But for this particular thing, although my training partner has this fake machete in his hand, we're going to think about what if this was a long blade, a long stabbing dagger, right? So as this guy stabs in, again, whoa, opening like a door. Oh, he caught pocket. He caught pocket. Now, do I have to worry about that if he's stabbing straight in and I open like a door? No, not as much. Why? Because I moved my body offline. If I stayed there and tried to do something from here and I missed, oh, he just stabbed me in the throat, right? Now a stab, our Kevlars, our body armor, is not stab proof. It is bulletproof, up to a certain caliber, of course, but it's not stab proof unless that person hits me directly in the strike plate. Now, if he hits me in the strike plate with his blade, it should resist it. It should resist it. But if he hits me above the strike plate or in the throat or something like that, then I'm going to have some issues. So this is why getting offline is very important. So as we were saying in this 7.5, that we were going over our footwork. And here in our footwork, we're moving offline. So you can see a line separates me and my center. I'm going to move at a 45-degree angle and open up. So now no part of me is on that line anymore. I'm actually on one whole complete side of the line, which is very important. So not only am I covering distance, but I'm getting my target out of the way at the same time. This is key to this movement, to this principle, right? And so body out of the way, target out of the way, moving forward so that you can take control of the situation. So it's a way to be surprised, but at the same token, put yourself in a better position to counterattack. Moving into the 7.5, as he's coming in, I'm going to go this inside. Boom. If I have my Kevlar on, that's a head smash in there. Again, I can drive that shoulder. I have armor on my shoulder, right? I can hit, bam, right into his body. As that happens, as he's falling back, I pull this out and punch into the throat, right? If I miss him, maybe he falls right down. I go to swing and hit, he falls down and I miss him. I hold on to that arm. I'm just going to drive it right down into his armpit again, or I can drive it right into his throat, right? So we still have those same options. What I don't want to do, again, stabbing towards that body, hitting magazines, hitting things that aren't vital points, vital areas that are going to end this fight effectively and efficiently. We are in technique 7 of pistol versus edge weapon. Again, just to pass on this information, I like to say again, because I say it again, just to reiterate these points over and over again. I am not giving you different information every time you see my technique. I am just refining it. I'm just refining it. So as you get better with your repetitions, you will start to refine. I'm not giving you 29 techniques to deal with this knife or the sword action that he has going on there. It's not really a sword, but it kind of looks like a short sword, maybe the modern Roman sword, right? But one of the things that we have going on here in this technique is he's stabbing in towards my body. I'm moving, off. I might even use this metal to knock that thing away. Boom, hit it. Notice how I didn't keep my head way up here, coming in there, boom, now he hits me in the mouth. Yeah, I don't want that. So I'm sinking, boom, moving down, striking up from here, hitting right across as I move my body out of the way, boom, drags him down to the ground, hitting, stomping, clear my malfunction, or put a new mag in there and continue my mission. That concludes technique 7, pistol versus edge weapon. All right, so we're moving on. We are at technique 7.5. That's what I like to call this. Again, my slide's locked back to this particular one. I'm just showing you that may be a malfunction here, right? This individual's slicing or stabbing in. He's coming straight in. I'm going to move open like a door, moving my body offline, using my pistol for that warm and fuzzy, that reassurance that I'm knocking that thing away from me. From there, I'm driving through, hitting again, dropping him to the ground. I'm going to muzzle jab and stomp on his face. All the same things that we have been practicing up to this point, just with a pistol. That concludes technique 7.5, pistol versus edge weapon.